So class, in today's video we are going to be going over some things in animes that just do not make sense to me, at least. Now we all know that there's like, things in animes that we will sit here and ponder and think about like, that didn't make any sense, or how the hell did this shit happen? And these are some of the things that we are going to be going over in today's video. Now remember, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because we do videos like this all the time. Now, starting off with, I'm starting off the gate, okay? Because me and my friend, we have been talking about this shit ever since it happened, ever since it debuted. And that is, how the hell is Bell still alive? I'm not talking about everything that happened to him in the series, just disregarding all of that. I'm just talking about this one specific scene to when he had the rematch with the Minotaur. Cause like generally speaking, if you've seen this scene, okay, do I really got to explain what the hell happened? You know what, I'm gonna do it anyways because I know possibly nobody has freaking seen this anime, alright? I don't see a lot of people talk about it. But we first see this man, right, just start fighting the bull. Fuck that. I'm not going scene by scene. I'm not. I'm just gonna cut to the part to where this bull completely just knocks this man in the air. Right, we see the entire city from where he is. We see the cityscape, okay? And as he's falling, the gravity of its own, right, should already knock him out. Okay, the G-forces alone should already just completely knock him out. But, you know, they could have just ended it to where he just hits the ground, and I would have probably been like, you know what? I've seen anime characters survive from heights of, that magnitude. But no, this anime just decided to do this man dirty, and just as he was falling, the bull ends up just running towards him, catches him with his horns. The inertia should have killed him right then and there. He shouldn't be alive. He should not be breathing at this point. But guess what? He's still kicking. And then he knocks him through the building, throws him through the floor. This is a multiple floors, and when they get close to the ground, they end up just grabbing his legs and adding more force to the freaking shit. He should be fucking caked on the floor. He should be plasma. There should be nothing there. How is he alive? I don't think there's any explanation to how this man is actually breathing. How is he even conscious to even cry? Okay, how? He should just be dead. Everything that just happened to him, he should be gone out of the anime. The anime could have just ended right here. That bull got his get back. I don't get it. I don't get it, because it's not like his defenses are high or anything. It's not like he's like rocking like protective armor. He's rocking straight up a light build, light armor. He felt all of that shit and just got up and walked away. Like, sure, we can give his props, okay? Surviving that shit, but no, this does not make a lick of sense. If that was anybody else, hell, them getting knocked up in the air should have probably killed them. Let's be for real. Now, getting into the second thing that just doesn't make sense, okay? And that is about Lin from the GGO series. This is a long time coming. Ever since I was giving this anime a spotlight, every single episode, Lin always did something that always just did not make sense to me. Because I'm like, dude, there's no way in hell that most of the shit that she's doing is coded in the game. So how the hell is she doing this shit? Like, how? There should be no reason. And then the more you think about it, because I already know people are going to be like, well, technically speaking, it is coded in the game. Okay, cool. If it is coded in the game, then this is the most unfair game known to man. Because, hear me out. You trying to tell me she's able to do all of this shit? She's in a small build with speed out the ass. Nobody can hit her. We seen this shit. All the fodder people, there'll be 3, 5, 8 people shooting at her at once, and she's just weaving through the bullets, barely getting hit. And then you're trying to tell me that she is able to just speed blitz somebody and then one tap them scot-free with the P90? If this happened in any other game, you gotta like mag dump somebody to at least like what, get past their armor. So since we already know that a headshot in this game is just a one-shot kill, then how the hell do you expect to hit Lynn? Especially how she's just weaving, moving around, and how we literally see her that she jumps off from wall to wall, or does flips, or be able to wall run. How? What are you doing? What are you doing in this situation? Like, this is the most unbalanced game, like, ever. If that is the case, this is the most unbalanced game. And do not get me started with the fact of the matter that all because she's in the tiny build, she's actually able to hide in small spots. So on top of the balancing issues, she's also able to, technically speaking, hide in plain sight and just land headshots on people willy-nilly?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And before people be like, oh, well, technically she wouldn't be one-shot headshotting people at a certain range due to, like, you know, the range of the P90 and shit. And this is what I mean by this is like the most, like, I don't get it. None of this in the game makes sense. Like, of course there's like probably like some mechanics or some shit, but realistically looking at this game is unbalanced. At this point, like I said in the first part, everybody should just be rocking a small build or just restarting, like just keep restarting till they get the small build, because somebody in my comments told me that like you don't get to choose the build, it just randomly generates. At that point, I'm just gonna keep generating them until I get the small build, because like this shit's meta. Now we're on the third and final segment for the video, okay? Now, this was going to be, I guess, a bit longer, but before recording this, I kind of had like a conversation with one of my buddies, and we talked about it, and he kind of just debunked the original segment that I was going to have, because it was going to be like a two-part, but now it's just going to be a one-part. So, shouts out to him for making this video shorter than what it has to be. But the one thing that just does not make sense to me is how the hell is Asta flying with this sword? Now, I know a bunch of people are already quick to go into the comment section to try to explain this, but we are, like, I already had this talk, okay? And we already know that his sword tracks on to, like, you know, mana and shit like that. And even with that, it kind of doesn't really make any sense. Like, I know previously we saw it do it, or quote unquote we seen it do it when he fought that one fire guy. It was like tracking the magic and shit like that. But realistically speaking, him flying with the sword should not make sense due to the fact of the matter of, if it really does track onto mana, let's just give this hypothetical, right? He's walking with Noelle and he just decides to just throw his sword to fly, right? Shouldn't it, realistically speaking, if it tracks onto mana, just bust a Yui and just go towards Noelle? Or am I tripping? Like, I'm more so had this segment because I kind of want to hear what people actually has to say about this. Now, it's been a while since I've seen Black Clover, okay? Maybe they did explain it and I just forgot. But what I do know is that until somebody explains this shit, it does not make sense to me. So yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, what are some things that doesn't make sense in anime for you? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And if we get enough entries, I might make a part 2. Hell, I might make a part 2 anyways. I still have like a bunch of things that doesn't make sense in anime. Alright, I just kind of wanted to make this video kind of short. But if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more anime content. And while you're down there, leave a like on this video. But with that being said, there's no bell for today. Pack your bags, class dismissed.